Hello guys, I'm bringing you another video on my channel. It's Maths Time Questions and Answers, a channel that gives you insights about the problems that gives you headache at school. Today's video is talking about matrices, how to look for the transpose of a 2 by 2 matrix, how to find the value of an unknown given that two matrices are equal, and lastly we are going to see how to multiply two matrices, two 2 by 2 matrices. Guys, if you are new on this channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos like this. So how do we look for a transpose of a 2 by 2 matrix? So this matrix M is called a 2 by 2 matrix because it has two rows and two columns. 1 and 2 is the first row, x minus 1 and x is the second row, and 1 and x minus 1 is the first column, and 2 and x is the second column. So we call this matrix a 2 by 2 matrix because it has two rows, row 1, row 2, and two column, column 1, column 2. So because this matrix has two rows and two columns, we call it a 2 by 2 matrix. For us to look for the transpose of this 2 by 2 matrix, we simply interchange the rows and the column, meaning the rows of a transpose of the matrix M becomes the column in the transpose, and the column becomes the row. So instead of us having the matrix 1 2, we interchange that 1 2 to become the first column. So in that case we have the transpose of the matrix to be that way. So instead of us having 1 2 as in the case of the matrix, we now have 1 2 to become the first column, and instead of us having x minus 1 and x as the second row, we have x minus 1 and x as the second column. So interchanging the rows and the columns of a matrix, we call that matrix the transpose of the original matrix. So with this in mind, let's look for the value of x for which M and M transpose are equal. So given that M and M transpose are equal, but what is M transpose? M transpose is 1, x minus 1, 2, x, and M is 1, 2, x minus 1, x. So if M and M transpose are equal, then we can get a value for x that satisfies this equation, M equals to M transpose. How do we get the value of x in this case? So for two matrices to be equal, we have the corresponding entries must be equal. What do I mean? So this value here 1 must be equals to this value here 1. This value here 2 must be equals to x minus 1. This value x minus 1 must be equals to 2, and this value x must be equals to this value here x. So if that is true, then those corresponding entries must be equal. So with this in mind, we can select anywhere we have a value of x and we solve for x. I will select x minus 1 equals to 2. So if we have that, then we have x minus 1, this entry equals to this entry, so x minus 1 equals to 2. If x minus 1 is equals to 2, we can take minus 1 to the other side of the equation, so we can bring like terms together. If minus 1 is going to the right hand side of the equation, its sign changes from negative to positive. So we are now going to have x equals to 2 plus 1, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So x is equals to 3. If M is equals to M transpose, then x is equals to 3. So if we take this value of 3 and we substitute into M, we can have the corresponding values in terms of the value 3. And if we take this value 3 and we substitute into M transpose, we'll see that M is actually equals to M transpose. Okay, so the third section of the question is asking us to use this value of x to find m squared. M squared does not mean you should go inside m and multiply each entry and square each entry. M transpose simply means we should square as we are doing mathematical square. 1 square is 1 times 1, 2 square is 2 times 2, 3 square is 3 times 3. So m square will be m times m. So we should first of all use this value of x to get the m in terms of numbers. So we should go inside m. Anywhere we see x, we should substitute 3. So we are going to have m is 2 x minus 1 x. So we are going to have 1 2. Instead of x we have 3 minus 1. Instead of x we have 3 here. So the value of m will be 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have 1 2 2 3. So with this we can therefore multiply m by itself, m. So we are going to have m squared will be 1 2 2 3 1 2 2 3. So if we are multiplying two matrices, how do we go about it? To multiply two matrices, we multiply the rows by the columns. So we are going to multiply 1 and 2 times 1 and 2, and 2 and 1 times 2 and 2 and 3 2 and 3. We are going to multiply these corresponding rows and columns, and then we add them together. So what do I mean? So we are going to have 1 times 1 plus 2 times 2 for this entry here. We are going to have 2 times 1 plus 3 times 2 for this entry here. For the next column, we are going to have 1 times 2 plus 2 times 3 here, and we are going to have 2 times 2 plus 3 times 3 here. So we are going to multiply these and we add them together to get the multiplication of a 2 by 2 matrix. So in that case, we are going to have 1 times 1 is 1 plus 2 times 2 is 4. So we are going to have 1 plus 4, and 1 times 2 is 2 plus 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 times 2 6. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 3 times 3 9. So we are going to add 1 plus 4 5, 2 plus 6 8, 2 plus 6 8, and 4 plus 9 13 to give us m squared. So that's how we multiply a 2 by 2 matrix. We multiply the rows and the column, and then we add the results together. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to comment. If you have any question you want me to make videos on, leave it on the comment sections, and before you know it, I'll be right up there with a video that suits you. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.